Hi there! I'm here to talk about misophonia. What is it and how can we deal with it? First, let's imagine this scene. You're out with friends. You order a delicious meal. The food arrives, you share it out. As you prepare to tuck in, your friend starts hers and you want to throw your food at her. Most people aren't unduly bothered by regular eating sounds, but for people with misophonia, it's misery-making. Not just, I don't like that sound, more like, OMG, if that doesn't stop soon, I'm going to smack someone upside the head. It produces actual anger or even rage in the person listening. But what is misophonia? Misophonia is a word coined by audiologists Jastroboff and Jastroboff in 2001. It translates literally to a hatred of sound, but misophonics generally have quite specific triggers that they react to, often sounds related to human bodily functions like eating or breathing. People with misophonia have a strong negative response to trigger sounds. They know their response is not normal and that to act on their feelings with verbal or physical aggression is not socially acceptable. While many are able to restrain themselves, for some this intense feeling can only be resolved by isolation, from family, friends or even work. Some people wonder if misophonia is an actual disorder or if misophonia is just another word for special snowflake. However, studies by Sukhbinder et al. And Edelstein et al. Both demonstrate that there are physical responses to trigger sounds that are consistent with a fight or flight response. For example, increased sweating and raised heart rate. Functional MRIs also demonstrate a difference in the way mesophonics and non-mesophonics brains process trigger sounds. While Jastroboff and Spankovich and Hall regard misophonia as essentially an auditory processing issue, in recent years researchers have investigated it from a psychological point of view. Although it's not listed in the DSM-5, it can cause clinically significant signs and symptoms. There appears to be a psychobiological dysfunction and there can be significant distress and or disability arising from this condition. Misophonia has also been associated with other psychological disorders such as obsessive-compulsive disorder, eating disorders, Tourette syndrome and anxiety. Many people with misophonia develop their own coping techniques. For myself, I find that background sound like a television or a chatty group helps a lot at mealtimes. Some like to use earphones with music, but this is not recommended over the long term as it only masks the problem. Some authors like Schroeder or Bruxner have achieved some good results with cognitive behavioural therapy, although as Weber and Storch note, there is no simple one-size-fits-all approach. Jastroboff and Jastroboff have developed a protocol involving associating trigger sounds with positive experiences, thereby reducing the impact of the trigger. This works for about 83% of people. If you would like to know more, please check in the description for links and information. Thank you.
Created using Powtoon.